Welcome back, RC Crawler Talk. Now, back on the bench again is the VRD Carbon, the Class 2 hard body. You guys seen previous videos, hopefully, to kind of see what I'm trying to do on this. Well, today is going to be, I guess, technically the second mod. The first mod was the squid inserts to this bad boy. And I will say, they are very nice. It grips very well. So today, I picked up, we're going to get started on the VFD stubby kit. Comes with instructions. So it's the stubby kit, and it's the, well, you know that stuff. It's the stubby kit and behind the axle servo mount. So what that's going to do is going to shorten up that VFD a little bit and put that servo in a lower position on that front axle. So we're going to get tearing into that. Yeah, hopefully you guys watched the last sets of videos. Nice little pinch clod body here, all the scale stuff. Recently checked out the new Sorrca rules for 25-26 or 26. Yeah, the newest revisions. And part of one of the revisions was no excessive cutting in the bed for the shock hoops. So I'm gonna have to fill in this gap at some point, but that's gonna be down the road. I still have to put some super soft springs in the back. I still got the medium firms in there, or whatever the orange ones are. So in this little bench video, I was going to try to do, one mod at a time, take it out and test it and do all that stuff. The weather here is just cruddy, so that may or may not happen. We'll see what happens. But before I tear into this thing, let's get the cab off so you can see what we kind of got going on. Oh, I also have to fix my interior too. Last outing, took a little tumble, and well, my styrene job wasn't up to par, so I got to fix that. But that's okay, because here's the VFD stubby kit. You probably already know, but it takes this guy and shoves it back. So depending on how far back that's going to go is going to be dependent, or is going to be how much of the interior I need to cut and fix, and hopefully I don't have to redo everything, but probably have to redo that whole center section there. So we'll see what happens there. But before I do all of that, though, I do want to get some weight differences, some front and rear bias, to see if moving this back and moving that down actually changes how much it changes forward and back, because I'm sure it's going to change the front weight bias. So I'm going to put this on my scales, get an accurate reading as of right now, the way the truck sits, and then I'll tear it all apart and do it again, and we'll see what it looks like. I think it's going to be negligible. I'm pretty sure the weight's going to be moved back. I like the idea of having the servo lower on the axle for a little lower center of gravity. I'm not sure how it's going to do performance wise. Everybody else that has done it says it's helped them, made the truck more capable. So let's hope that's the case. Yeah, I guess let me stop talking and just get it ripping and tearing. Nope, first get a weight. Oh man, what a long haul. Finally had some time. I got this thing finished up. I did get some weights on it. I'll throw those up here in a second, but I kind of want to show you the end result. It's taking me forever to get anything done, but it is what it is. It's ready to go for a comp this Saturday, so there's going to be no running video this week. We'll get some on the next update, I suppose. Hopefully sooner than 3 months, but anyway, so I did the VRD carbon behind the axle. I guess I don't need to go over all that. We've already talked about that literally 2 minutes ago. So let me show you the end result here. And pop this guy off. As you can see, I got some paint on the bumpers, the roll bar, and the rear bumper. It's kind of dark back there, but you got the drift. I finally got my pink springs in the back, so she's going to be super soft front and back. Got that out. Let me throw up a little image right here, but that's how much of the firewall I had to cut out. Firewall and interior, so I had to add a couple little little guys up in here. It's not beautiful, it's not perfect. In fact, I got something popping out right there. Have to throw some glue on that, but hey, it works. I also added some stiffeners here and a stiffener on the back. You can see on the very bottom, and then I added another sheet on the back of that, just to make it a little bit thicker. So interior, she tight. This is the side my battery goes on, the Velcro there. I also went ahead and made better inner fender wells. Get some scale points happening there. Redid the wiring, obviously, because I went behind the axle, so I moved my receiver from the rocker up to the front. Just ended up being a little bit cleaner. So I got all that done. I flipped the front shocks so I could get the front a little bit lower. So I was able to utilize the lower link mount, just like you do on an axial. That upper link location wasn't allowing me to get as low as I wanted to. So I dropped that down. I had to run them upside down because of clearance between this original link mount and what would be this guy right here, so they would hit. So I flipped it upside down because that rod end is quite a bit longer. Lots of clearance. So I did it on both sides. Got the stance a little bit lower, so that's a good thing. But getting lower, so the top of that servo hits that cross brace. So that's kind of a bummer because I had it mocked up a different way. I didn't like how low that servo sits below that tube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up getting a low pro servo here fairly soon. Not too soon. I got other stuff happening. We'll be talking about that later. But I did what in the last video I was talking, or last section of this video, I was talking about putting the aluminum. I'm going to keep with the stock plastic. I like how it slides over the rocks much easier. The aluminum will grab. The weight's nice, but I end up picking up the slim brass portal covers for the front. Nothing for the rear. Of course, the NSD Pro 500 internal winch. It's a great winch. It's fast. I do got to re-spool it so it comes out the passenger side of that spool. I don't like how it pulls off to the side. Okay, so weights. I'm going to throw up little comparison pictures and we'll talk about it. Alright, so what I'm using to weigh this is the Sky RC Bluetooth corner weight system. So looking at the total weight before the truck was, everything's in gram, probably should have been in ounces, but that's alright, we'll work with it. Before the truck weighed 6.2 pounds, and afterwards at 6.3. Not sure where I picked up that little bit extra, probably the plastic and the styrene bits and pieces. But I'm always trying for a 60-40 split, front bias. We're about the same, even though I added the brass to that front axle. So I picked up a little bit of weight in the front, but with the motor and the stubby kit moving everything backwards, I think that brass actually helped out and kept us at our 60-40 split. So I think it's going to work out pretty nice. All right, so as far as installing the stubby kit with the behind the axle servo It went really smooth. Obviously, it's Vanquish quality. Everything went together really nice. I would recommend it as of right now, as far as just, fear of tearing apart that transmission. It's not that big of a deal, really. Just kind of go backwards, take your time, place it out, and then do it again. So I think she's going to be ready for the comp on Saturday. We'll get some run-in footage. I'll put something up hopefully the next week or two. We'll see how it goes. The weather's supposed to be decent, I guess. Not snowing or icy like they're originally thinking. But you never know. That could change in a second. So I do have some future. I already want to change this up. I want to modify that front bumper where this is at. I want to take the servo, lay it down, and spin it sideways. So the spool line will come out of the right here and out to fairly centered, not pulled off to the side. So I'm going to end up doing that. I still want to trim these back and put a 3/16 tube on both sides of the sliders. And I still haven't decided if this thing's going to get paint or not. Probably just going to stick with white. I don't know. I got some other projects I really need to get starting and get after. So I had to do something and get this thing done, and an update put out on the YouTubes for those that are interested. I do appreciate everybody who are watching. Sometimes it's a struggle getting these videos out all the time, but I do what I can, and I do appreciate y'all watching. You got any questions, hit me up, let me know. If you aren't subscribed, just hit that little subscribe button. It's free, and you can listen to me babble and talk about the bench. But next video, I have a new bench video photo area been kind of dinking with, and get away from my messy bench. Anyways, hey, thanks for watching again, guys, and I look forward to putting out more videos, and I'll talk to you guys next time.